Philly Poison Control Center warned not to eat wild mushrooms. Philly Poison Control Center wild mushrooms warned not to eat. 0214 on Thursday. The Australian police hosted 3 guests of suspicious mushroom poisoning and a lunch meeting that left for a local preacher life. Victoria State Police. Erin Patterson's home in Leongatha. The old husband's parents, Gail and Don Patterson, both 70 years old. Gail Patterson's sister Heather Wilkinson and 68-year-old husband Ian Wilkinson, for lunch on July 29, gathered. The next day, 4 guests were hospitalized and Ian Wilkinson, a local priest, survived. A police officer and the dog are investigating the property of Erin Patterson in Leongatha, Australia. Australia, November 2, 2023. James RossAAP Victoria Police Dean Thomas said that after investigation of the House of Detectives, he would interview Erin Patterson. Today's arrest, the team detectives and the next step, which is an endless investigation, Thomas said. He said probe was exposed to incredibly intense media and public in international arena. Thomas, I think it is particularly important that we keep in mind that these 3 people have lost their lives, said. In smaller communities, such a tragedy can be echoed for next years. He added. Police said they arrested Patterson in the morning and started looking for home with the help of technology detector dogs that can smell electronic devices such as USB switches. The detectives had previously interviewed 49-year-old children about a deadly lunch, but no charges were made. He clearly rejected any injustice. Now I've been ruined. Think that these mushrooms may have contributed to the disease that my loved ones have been exposed to, said a statement the Australian media. At the end of August, a commemoration ceremony was held for Don and Gail Patterson. Death hat mushrooms. Police said symptoms of 4 listeners were consistent with the poisoning of wild death hat mushrooms. Death cover mushrooms are freely sprouted along the wet, hot parts of Australia and easily mixed with edible varieties. It has been reported that the taste of more sweet than other mushroom species, but they have strong toxins that slowly poison the liver and kidneys. The BBC reported that death headings were responsible for 90 of the global fatal mushroom poisoning. Australian Broadcasting Corp. Erin Patterson'un mushrooms purchased from large supermarket chain and dried mushrooms from a Asian market, using bench Wellington steak dinner for lunch. He said. He also wrote that he ate food and then had stomach pains and diarrhea. The BBC reported that children who were not at lunch ate a part of the beef Wellington next day. Police called her house on August 5, when the third restaurant